Day one on a 2006 Jeep Wrangler. Now, everyone knows locally that I hate Jeeps more than anything. Like, this is my most hated vehicle. I just cannot stand these things. And what's hilarious is the fact that I hate them so much and everybody brings me their damn Wranglers to do. And the reason why I hate them is my body is broken and these things are built to be the most uncomfortable machines on the planet to work on. Now, this is a repeat customer. I did his dad's car, I think I did his sister's car, and I've done his Jeep, but this isn't that Wrangler. He wrecked and totaled the last Wrangler, so this is his new Wrangler, which is the same year. So they took all the equipment out. Now this install is not gonna be cool, this is not gonna be flashy, there's nothing neat about this install. I'm just recording this because I said I was gonna do my daily logs, so this part of the daily logs. This, the previous install was kind of cool. I did a custom amp rack and a center console and it was kind of neat and everything. This one is not gonna get all that. The budget and the time just do not allocate for anything cool to happen here. They pulled the equipment out of the old Jeep, so I'm just, crossing my fingers because I don't have time to be testing it and seeing if it all works. The backup camera, I can't do. They cut the wiring because they took the tailgate off of the old one, I guess. So my wiring is there, but they cut it and I don't have that camera and it's, specific. They're not just something you can solder. The lines are so thin in those that if you try to solder them, you're just gonna have a horrible image quality. So I've already decided that that's not gonna happen. I can't do that, so they're gonna have to get a new camera. The speakers I've got installed already. The amplifier, I think I'm gonna have to just go underneath the back seat. So back here, I'm just gonna do, so the seat flips up right there. So the Diamond Audio amp, just gonna go there because to do what I did in the other one, in the console, is about a day's worth of labor. And this is only allocated for a day and a half tops. To make sure that this thing can get done pretty well by midday tomorrow, the amp's gonna go there. There's a single Diamond Audio sub enclosure, shallow sub. That'll just be setting up against the side. I think that's how he had his last one. I don't know. It'll just be where he can move it wherever he likes. The dash has already been pulled, but I have to put in the kit. So that's out of the old Jeep. The radio is a Sony radio, which is right there. And normally I wouldn't even do this. I would just kick it down the road. This is not an install I would normally touch or do. I'm only doing it because the repeat customers, I don't do walk-in equipment, even if it's stuff I've already did. Once it's been installed in the vehicle, especially after an accident, I normally will say no because I have no idea if there's anything damaged, something not working. And when I get done, if something's not working, there's no liability on my part. It's basically, you still gotta pay me and you're gonna get back a vehicle without a working radio. So that's why I normally try to avoid these types of situations. So we've got the power wire, ran up from the battery, going all the way across, dropping down, going through a boot. Got the RCAs, the remote wire, and the base knob wire all wrapped, braided cabling, all ready to go up behind the dash. We've cut out the dash because you got to cut out the sub dash for the radio to fit in here. I wanted to use the console from his old Jeep because I had already put the holes for the bass knob and a USB port. And his current one, this Jeep, somebody put a hole right there and it served me no purpose and there's no way I can make it look right. So one of the biggest issues I'm gonna have though is he's not gonna have a microphone because they cut the microphone cord and I don't have any Sony microphones laying around here. So I'm not gonna be able to run a mic. So hopefully he doesn't use hands-free calling. On this side, the backup camera, I really don't know what we're gonna do about that and when we're gonna be able to do it. So I went ahead and did accessory power, ground, and an RCA composite line and a braided cable there. So I'm just gonna run that to the back and just stick it here in the corner. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do, whether they wanna call I-beam and see if they can get another harness for that camera, because it is the camera that goes on the spare. But you're gonna have to call I-beam and see if they'll get one or if they'll sell them one, because if I gotta buy that whole camera again, it's like a $200-300 camera because it's the Jeep Wrangler camera. I am gonna continue on here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the radio done today for sure. And then I'm gonna start running the wiring back here for the amps. We'll see how far I get. I was hoping that the gas people were gonna come and run my gas line for my new heater today, because I don't have any heat in this shop. So it's like 38, maybe 40 degrees in here right now. It's freezing. But when it gets to be about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, it's so cold I can't work in here. So I've got the new heater up there, but I need the gas line ran up there, and then I should be good to go, and I can cook it up to 95 degrees in here and work in my shorts and work all night long. But that's not the case, it looks like, so we're gonna go ahead and work until I get too cold and I can't feel my fingers. That's usually about 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's all done. Everything except the backup camera. Got the bass knob there, we got the USB, new Sony radio, got the speakers in, got the Bluetooth mic. I dug one out, hopefully that works. Looks like the ring's the same, but I'm not sure if it went to a Sony. We've got the diamond speakers up in the sound bar, did the diamond speakers down in the kick panel. If I sound weird, it's because it's freezing in here. I was gonna go home a couple hours ago. I decided to just stay and get this thing done. So amps there, done, mounted. I've got a piece of 1/2-inch PVC underneath the carpet that is mounted down with CNC tape and adhesion promoter to the actual body of the Jeep. And then that is screwed down to the actual PVC. So she ain't going nowhere. And then we've got the Diamond Audio sub right here. And that's it. The only thing left to do is the backup camera, which I ran the video line, the power and the ground, everything is right there. But like I said before, this line was cut. So that's it. I'm closed until next year. I'm not gonna open. I need a week off. My wife said that I have serious bags under my eyes and I look very unhealthy and I'm on death's door. So I think that's gonna be it. Unfortunately, the gas company didn't make it tonight. So they said maybe Monday. So as of now, it's still freezing in here, but I will see you all next year. Hopefully the videos are good. I know this video kind of sucked and the last one kind of sucked because they weren't really anything exciting. I really don't have anything crazy exciting on the books right now because honestly, I've been being very lazy. I haven't been answering my phone and really following up with customers for the last month because I've just been too buried and backed up and with Christmas. So I will get back on to booking some cool jobs in here. Merry Christmas.